have gone through the mentorship program, and I thought maybe you could reflect a little bit about what empowerHER has really done for you and what it does for all of the girls that have participated in the program.
Right, yeah, so I joined empowerHER about 3 years ago now. I went to the Mother's Day retreat in 2016. This was my third retreat. That was my first event, and I got matched with Maggie as my mentor about a little over a year ago now. I think the mentor program has helped me a lot to basically just like show me, like, first of all, that I'm not alone, which is obviously the main mission of empowerHER, but also to show me that I can have the same growing up as every other girl who like hasn't lost her mom. Like, sometimes it's the little things that people don't always think about. People think about like, oh, like it's Mother's Day is hard, and like, oh, like the anniversary of your mom, it's hard, and those days are hard, but sometimes it's the little things. I know, like, I was with my mentor the other day just talking about how, like, I just finished my freshman year of college, I'm meeting all these new people, and it's just like, can be awkward. It's like on family weekend, it's like, oh, where's your mom, like, where's your whatever, and it's like, I don't know what to say, like, what do I do, like, without people being like, oh, I'm sorry, and it's like, no, like, it's okay, you just like ask where my mom was, like, it just can be awkward, and like, you don't know how to respond to those things, but having someone who's kind of like been through it and is like, oh, like, I went through college and it is awkward, and you just have to like kind of get past it and talk to people who understand, has definitely helped me be able to have the same experience.
And what about like the camaraderie and the support that you've gotten from the other girls in the program? And like, do you have a favorite moment or a favorite event that you've taken, that you've enjoyed as part of empowerHER?
So that's definitely something I like didn't expect going into empowerHER, was that I was going to meet like role models that were my own age and role models that were girls who were younger than me. I remember, I think one of my favorite events was I actually helped put on an event with Joni and a bunch of other people, a preteen Real Talk event. And that was because we had a Real Talk event for girls in high school, and I loved that event, but kept thinking that girls in middle school needed it a lot, and that that's such an awkward time to like have without your mom. So we put on that event, and that was definitely one of my favorites because I was meeting these girls who were like 11, 12 years old, who I was just like so inspired by, and who were like, it was such an emotional event that I wasn't expecting to meet 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds who I was inspired by and who could be like a role model to me while I was also being a role model to them. And I think that's like a really beautiful part of empowerHER.
And Kara, how many girls are you serving right now? 175 girls. Wow, that's great. So do you have a favorite event that empowerHER does? And you want to talk a little bit about that?
My favorite's probably just I have to go with Mother's Day retreat, the classic. That one's definitely, I think that's the event that everyone kind of like, it all leads up to that, and it all just like, it's the biggest event of the year, and it's so fun, and that's the event that like everyone shows up to. It's like, this year it was close to like 100 girls there, I think. It's like amazing, like you meet so many new people, you see so many old people, and there's like a variety, there's like whatever, there's like the hair and the makeup classes, there's like the dance party, there's just something for everyone to enjoy, and it's just like a whole weekend, just like positivity and smiles. That's like a weekend that like wouldn't be so happy if it weren't for that.
And do you have any advice, not that we have young people in the room here, but you know, to the younger girls who are going through this, and you know, words of wisdom for yourself?
I would definitely say that like you're not alone, and that you can, the loss doesn't really define you. I think that like, kind of as Kara was saying, like everything, it's like you like go through a loss and everyone's like, oh, it's because her mom died, she's having a bad day because her mom died, or she's living like up to all these expectations because she's trying to like fill her mom's shoes, and it's like, that's not it. You can just be like a good kid, you can just be like living your life, and it doesn't have to do with your like mother loss. I think empowerHER has taught me that like, yeah, like you're not alone, and it's okay to be upset about the loss, but it's also like not what defines you.
And so where are you now? You're in college, right? And what are you studying?
So I just finished my freshman year at Wheaton College. I'm studying elementary education. Yes.
Do you have any questions that you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I'll ask.
Yeah.
With some questions for Lena. So, yeah, I'm going to totally put you on the spot. I love it. So it all kind of comes full circle. Like you now see that, you know, my experience when I was your age was why I you know, have so much admiration for you to do this was because I was desperate to do it, but I had no tools and I didn't have an opportunity to do it. So do you see that as part of, you know, I guess overall at empowerHER, what I was trying to do was, of course, I wanted to have beach parties and I wanted to have a retreat, but that things today hopefully will be different moving forward for girls like you and I.
Yeah, definitely. I think for sure it's like, I go on and I think, I'm like, I don't know how like people did it before in empowerHER. I don't know how people in different states did it. Like I was like, sometimes you just need to like talk to someone and like to not be able to have that like army of people there, like so many people there you can talk to, like such like a like huge contact list. Like I don't know how people were able to survive, but like I think it's a really beautiful thing for us and for all the chaperones involved and for all the women who are like older and lost their moms like years ago. I think it's just like full circle and really helps like everyone.
That's all.